Oh, I guess we're live. Hey, folks. Rod Thunderheart. Just wanted to say hi and saying hey to everybody who's out there. Anyway, I'm using, using Canadian Spider-Man's uh, live stream because he hooked me up. So, yeah, good for him. Thanks, brother. Yeah. Apparently he's probably asleep as hell because I know, like, he sent sent me a picture. Yeah, he was doing his uh not shit. My brain is going sitting there thinking like he was doing a quabby thing. Not uh um no. What is it like? They do this after well midway after they finish up one period of a hockey game. Um, wow, I can't believe I can't think of this. I I see it like they steam the ice. What the flip is it? No, they call it a shoot. Um, it's a Zamboni. Yes, that's what it's called. But what it is like well, okay, it steams the ice, heats and steams the ice so that it doesn't, so like all the skate marks and everything that happened during the previous period. Ugh. Anyway, I'm sure somebody out there that would know it might. Yeah, grooming nest. That's close. Yeah, thanks, William Shakespeare. Yeah, good to see you, brother. And like, hey, Miskatonic Madman. Hey, yeah, thanks, brother. Hey, good to see you guys. Ah, yeah, no, I know. I'm a Canadian. I'm a Canadian. Why is my brain blanking? Ah, I can't think of it, but yeah. Ah. This evening was supposed to be the debut of Rod's rants, but like I got it half written, but I'm like, I was when I was done, I was just kind of well, I wasn't done. I had more to put on it, but like, yeah, okay. You know what? I'll try to do it before because me and the Canadian Spider-Man are gonna keep going tomorrow night. Thanks, William Shakespeare. Yeah, no, like, well, it really has more to do with like he paid for the stream, like StreamYard, and like I I probably should, but you know. Um, well, I haven't, but I will. I plan to eventually, but yeah, no. Thanks, William Shakespeare. That's cool. Hello, the lovely Sherry, it's good to see you. Wow, already a few minutes in, and like suddenly, like three people, like, wow, good to see you guys. Wow, thank you. Yeah, yeah. My kitty alley cat is right behind me. Okay, I'll actually turn the cam on just to like. Alley cat, how you doing, Alley? Yeah, see, yeah. Alley cat saying hi, and she's saying, "Hey, Poppy, get that off me." All right, there. Yeah. So, what's on Rod Thunderheart's mind tonight? Yeah. Well, let's see. You know, well, I'm trying. You know, there's a few things. Like some of them, I'm trying to remain non-political. I mean, because uh, not just Canadian Spider-Man, but we all try to say, well, all of us that stay that manage to stay alive. Uh, Relatively stay non-political, and that's mostly true. Huh. But well, let's face it. There's a good part of it, a part of politics that I don't want to say controls our life, but keeps it alive. Huh. And this is also way later than I meant to be because I was going to stay on there and like, hey, lemon pie, good to see you. Yeah, right on. Yeah. As I was saying, like, this is way later than I meant to be. Like, shoot, I should be in bed actually, because like in about, oh geez, a couple hours, I should actually be up and like be working out because I don't know if anybody has heard this. I'm sure some of you may have. Yeah, Miskatonic Madman. Yes, absolutely. Who needs sleep? Absolutely. Yeah. But yeah, I have actually heard this from, see, a lot of my, a lot of my things too, like the people and streams and other things that I'm with, they actually, they're like a little more. Well, let's just say that they're a little more esoteric than other streams. They're the kind of streams that like you don't think that this would happen, but because of what they say and do, it does, and that's absolutely true. I mean, a good example is that yeah, no, honestly, like I don't think anybody may here may have believe on it, but does hey Lemon Pie? Yes, again, I said hey Lemon Pie. Uh, uh, we've all heard this about uh, what's the word? Shall we say? Uh, uh, Golly, my mind is brain farting here. Absolutely. Well, anyway, it's where you think about something and then ultimately your brain, you're thinking about something, and what happens is it happens, and like yeah, it happened last week. Thursday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night. I was thinking like, you know, I I needed a few extra bucks, and then all of a sudden, like literally, I'm not kidding. Suddenly, Friday night, I got an $100 extra from, of all places, FedEx. See, everybody's if you haven't seen. I actually bought a World Wrestling Federation, World Wrestling Entertainment, Federation, whatever you want to call it. Because like even though it's WWE, it's actually a World Wrestling Entertainment, belt, and it's supposed to be a Bret Hart belt, but like I got it, and it was well, it like first of all, hey, woohoo, it fit me. My waist is 38 is a 38. Woohoo! Yeah, I'm like, trust me, it took a lot to get down there because I was for 44 plus. Now when your chest is 56, that doesn't really matter. But like, well, let's face it, it's still really when you're when you still have like a bit of a gut sticking out, that can be a bit of a thing. But hey, you know, no, yes. Anyway, uh, okay, what we were talking about. Shoot. Yeah, no, we were talking about my World Wrestling belt that I bought. Oh yeah, and I bought it, and like, and I ordered it from a place in the States, and like, it was a really gorgeous belt. It is. If you've seen it, I can probably post it on Twitter. Uh, yeah, but it was ultimately I there's suddenly out of the blue I got a couple of bills. I mean like 75 and like 50. $50 and $75, and out of the blue from FedEx, and like and I was just kind of like, but it was a gorgeous belt, and I was like, I wanted, uh, I really wanted my own World Wrestling Federation belt, and I was like, oh, okay, fine. So I sent the extra money away for my belt, and it surprisingly turns out that anyway, ultimately I got the belt. I was less than impressed to find out it turns out that they had delivered the belt on Friday, and I found out about it on Monday. So, and the biggest thing also was the fact that it was well, this is Canada, so it was a bloody cold weekend, and they had the belt delivered on my doorstep for approximately 48 hours, which is fine, but well, when it is minus 30 below, that can be pretty damn detrimental for the quality of the belt. Ultimately, thank God, it was good. I opened it and and I just and now another thing about it. Wow, what am I thinking? Uh, I should have done an unboxing for my WWF belt, which I knew what it was. I could tell just from the size and everything. Anyway, ultimately, I opened it up and luckily, being out in the minus 30 cold minus 30 weather, it it managed to stay in good shape. Thank God. Yeah. Hey, Suzanne Exeltine, Suzanne Eckstein. Good to see you. Thank you. Thank you. It's good to see y'all. Yeah. Yeah. Actually, I did have a date, just in case everybody's wondering. I mean, I kind of posted on Twitter with my lady Lisa, but I'm gonna try and stay away from saying any details or anything on the date. All I'm gonna say is that it just went well with me and her. It was wonderful to see her, and we had a great time. And here's the thing: it was a several hours date, and all we did was have coffee and then a milkshake. We went indoors because it started to rain, and we decided, no, well, yeah, no, well, of course, you know, we're outside having sipping a milkshake. I was like, oh, okay, it's gonna rain. I'm like, so we go inside. You know, but it was a fantastic date. So, and I don't want to refrain from saying anything more because I don't like to have personal details on that. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure that some of you are probably wondering too. I mean, I wrote "See Through Love." Uh, Actually, yeah. Here's the interesting thing. This has now been, whew, you can probably say at least a good 14, 16. Wow, 16 years? Yeah, at least that. You know, good Lord, probably even 28 years. I actually started writing See Through Love in 2006. Well, okay, late 2006, maybe even 2007. So, okay, yeah. But good Lord, yeah, that long. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Lemon Pie. Yeah, no, oh, trust me, I think the other thing too is the fact that me and Lisa we're at that part in our lives. We're just kind of we're just kind of no, I'm tired of everything in my life, and she's tired of everything in her life, and like hell with it. And we both have things in our life, like she said something straight to me, and I've said stuff straight to her, and we're just gonna fuck it, that's that, if we don't like it, and okay, fine, but that's how it is, you know but yeah, no. Anyway, yeah, what was I saying? just prior to that. No, sorry, folks. Geez, golly. Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm sorry, and like I'm sure some of you are probably like, "Hey, you hijacked Canadian Spider-Man stream." Like, well, yes, partially. Because like um he paid for StreamYard, and I did not. And yeah, well, yeah, but like, yeah, no, like, good for him. I didn't, but he did. And, you know, and also, really, if anybody paid any attention to our stream, like, and I highly suggest that you go back and check it out. If you haven't, you me and Canadian Spider-Man, like, we reviewed. Well, technically he did. I just sort of like watched. He showed me some of his pictures of uh no, sorry, like of his pictures in Cambodia, and I was absolutely shocked. I was like, "What? Really? Bloody, no bloody way!" Uh, Cambodia. Wow. Because for any of you, well, even interested, like even like Anthony Bourdain. Well, okay, first of all, Anthony Bourdain toured the place first of all way back in like 2010, and then after that, also like for anybody familiar with the Grand Tour, that is Jeremy Clarkson. Uh, It's okay you hijacked CSM because we just need to know he's okay. Yeah, I would. I'm sorry. I'd love to, but like he's just probably like passed out simply because I know that Canadian Spider-Man was like driving the Zamboni around all day yesterday. So like, well, yeah, no, well, 2 o'clock. Yeah, yesterday, which is well, yeah, yesterday, which is only like several hours back ago. So yeah, no, he was, and that's just it. Like he wanted to be on. In fact, he wanted to be. We're going to have a stream tomorrow night, actually. But for the time being, I just simply popped on. And I was like, hey, I want to do a stream. I'm going to see what I was going to do. I actually had Rod's rants. I'm half written out. But I'm not done. And I didn't want to, but like I was like, you know what? Let's just pop in and say hi to everybody. Holy crap! I got 7 people online. Good lord, 7 people around North America. Maybe even around the world. Who knows? But hey, good for you. Hey, just don't call, just don't call the Mounties. Yeah, no, yeah, no. He's probably like passed out. He's like, so like, yeah, no. Let him sleep, man. I just want to say hey and see who's out there. You know, yeah, and also like, yeah, like I'm just gonna say like this is probably going to be a preemptive to Rod's rants because actually I had it half written out. I promise you, I'm gonna try and get it done tomorrow night, and probably get it up and get it done on my own channel too. Rod Thunderheart. Unlike Rod 2D's Thunderheart on my channel. So yeah, if you want to check it out tomorrow night, check it out. Yeah. But yeah, and and well, if I want to do, I want to plug myself because well, this is Canadian Spider-Man's, but technically my thing too. Uh, you can check me out on patreon.com, Rod 2D's Thunderheart, Heart, Yeah, but yeah, no, like I'm looking to hopefully fund my second book. I mean, it's a ways away, anyways. So don't feel too bad if you don't want to, if you can't, get right on it. But yeah, no, like See Through Love. It's a very very cool book that I don't mind, like plugging on myself because it's one of those. And this is another thing too. Like even my I thought it was a really damn cool idea. I came up with the idea of I mixed not just one, two, three, or four genres, but several genres. I made it a See Through Love is a romance, martial arts, science fiction, comedy, drama, and spy thriller. So if you count it up, yes, that is six multi genres, and I was so proud of myself, and like my editor, but then all of a sudden my editor turns on me like she's like, "What? What's good? What's great about that?" I'm like, "What? What are you talking about?" And she said to me, "Well, that's the problem." I was like, what?" And she said, "Well, if libraries or bookshops want to put it in a section, where are they going to put it?" I'm like, yeah. Long silence. I was like, and I realized, well, no, she was absolutely right. And then also the other thing too is the fact that she said to me, "It's like, well, you put Rod Thunderheart." I was like, yeah, why not? It's like, well, that's the other thing too. Well, that's a great example. She said, "Well, J.K. Rowling." I was like, yeah, and she's like, "Oh, yeah, but like, we all know that she's a woman, but I mean, like, J.K. Rowling is, J.K. Rowling is." Well, thanks, William Shakespeare. We demand entertainment or babies. Yeah, yeah, but yeah, ultimately, yeah, no, like, see, J.K. Rowling is, like, she's a woman, and and you're like, hey, I don't mind telling you this, especially, and I'm going to keep plugging this over my book over and over and over again, and that is, she actually had her book, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, published through Friesen Press, the very same publisher that has the self-publisher that has done my book. Yes, that's right. Friesen Press, See Through Love, they have done my book. And like that's a great thing about uh, a self-publishing company, and that is you, the author, me, you retain 100% of the author's um, rights. Like the book, everything. Like if somebody approached you and was like, okay, this is well, okay, this is ultimately like the ultimately grand thing that as every author wants this to happen. Like if a movie company comes up to you and says, "Hey, we want to make a movie out of your book," it's 100% up to you, not the publishing company. The publishing company, they have almost no say. I mean, they still have a little bit to like sort of like, hey, you know, but ultimately, yeah, no, it all comes up to you. Down comes down to you, you the author. And this is exactly why I wanted to, like self-publish, at least for the time being. You know, I have actually been in contact with a few writers that have been like published, and they have told me that like, I mean, part of me is just kind of like, I mean, like, I got my first book self-published. I mean, which is, like, it's good, and you have your, like, stuff out there, but it's still kind of like, well, let's face it, like, you as an author, like, we all want the whole thing of like, you you want publishing companies like, hey, and like, like put you on a self-publishing tour, or no, on a publishing tour, and they want you to go from town to town to town, like plugging your book, and you go into like the go into the place like and um, sign your book, like to sign and promote your book. Yeah, like, that's great, but like it does. Well, let's face it. The harsh reality is it doesn't happen. There's only the people that are super super big. Well, like, hey, J.K. Rowling, sort of thing. Like the people who know that their books are getting big. And like yeah, she was on publishing tours, promotion tours before her book ever even made it. So oh yeah, no, lemon pie. Are you not entertained? Gladiator emoji. Yeah, yeah. Thanks, Susan X Augustine. Yeah, 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 yeah. No, I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, there's only five of you. Well, what? Are you kidding? Wow, there's five of you. Wherever you are, like, wow, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. And like, hey, I highly, check out my check out my Patreon, and like, hey, if you even at the lowest tier, you can I can take I'm a digital artist. I'm very 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 good at GIMP, which is basically the free edition. Yeah, free. But yeah, no, uh, edition of Photoshop. I can take a picture that you want to. If you send me, and like you want to, if you send me a picture, and you're like, hey, you're taking a nap in your bedroom. I can take your picture and like cut you out, and I can put you on the beach of, say, like Nicaragua, or El Salvador, or like anywhere else that or any other, like a beach, like in Italy, or Crete. You know, I can take you and put you wherever, or I might be able to take some pictures of like a certain, well, say for example an X, and as long as you keep that to yourself, and put like a dog's head or something on her or something like it, or like you're just gonna, like, I'm tired of that. I'm tired of that broad, or that guy. I want him to like disappear from my life, and no, but no, honestly, anything that you have thought in your life, you can actually. Uh, I'm a pretty damn good visualizer in terms of creation, because I am a digital artist. So yeah, no, stretch my mind. Whatever you want me to do, ask me. I'll do it. Yeah. Thanks, all y'all. Yeah. And yeah, hey, try and plug the chat if you don't mind. You know, uh, you know, yeah. Uh, anyway, yeah. I plan to make this. This is actually going to be an ongoing thing. Rod's Rats. And because I actually wrote a blog from about 2004 to 2012, and for some reason I started to get afraid of being in the public too much. But now, no, I'm really glad. I'm really missed that, and I want to. Well, I want to go. I want to go get back out there again. So yeah, no, and I'm going to put this on my Patreon as well. You know, Patreon.com/Rod Thunderheart. Rod, RodThunderheart. That's it. There you go. RodThunderheart.com. After Patreon / yep. Yeah, but it's been, yeah. Oh, thanks. Thanks, then. No. I should actually be in bed too. Actually, I'm gonna head out too. This has just been a brief stream. Just want to say hi and see who's out there, and it's been absolutely wonderful. For even like the few people who have popped in, it's thank you. I really appreciate all y'all. And Rod's rants will be debuting probably next week, even. Well, in a day or two. And well, actually, also because it's half written. And Canadian Spider-Man, and I will be probably streaming tomorrow night. It's good to see y'all, and thank you very much for popping in. I really appreciate y'all. I really, I really appreciate. Yeah, there. This is what this is what happens when you're live. I really appreciate y'all. Thank you very much. I think we will. I will talk to you later. We'll see you then. Okay, thanks.